26-year-old Lloyd Bok will be representing Namibia and his organization at the Global Boys Summit from the 6th to 9th June, and now joins us in the studio. Lloyd, thank you so much and welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Blanche.
Well, this is quite a summit that from the usual or from the unusual seeks to also address expectations from the boy child, especially where abuse in the form of sexual exploitation and others are concerned. But firstly, talk to us about your selection and you representing Namibia. How did it come about?
Well, Blanche, thank you very much for the question. Well, as you know, the topic about boy child is mainly shunned away, especially in the Namibian context. It's not well talked about or researched upon. And we started an organization called the Real DC, which stands for Radical Emancipation and Leadership Development Club. And as the founder and chairperson of that organization, through our work with Men Engage Namibia, you know, ECPAT International was conducting a case study in Namibia and in around 10 countries as well. And so they were trying to figure out the specific issues that are facing the boy child in Namibia, and together with Lifeline Childline, you know, we were selected to represent Namibia at this Global Boys Summit, where 30 countries will be represented to bring out the issues of the boys and come up with contextual solutions. What are the issues? What are the solutions? What are the barriers facing the boy child, and how can we address these barriers, and to come up with ways in which we can tell the boy child it's okay to cry, it's okay to come out and say these are the emotions that I'm having and these are the issues that I'm dealing with. And just not that, but to deal with the underperformance of the boy child as well as the sexual violence that the boy child are facing within today's context. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, talk to me about a conservative society like Namibia. And you said that EPAC did a case study around Namibia, which obviously then identified that there is a need for boy children to also speak out, seeing that gender-based violence and all forms of abuse also impact them. However, summits like these hardly make headlines, especially where boy children are to take the initiative to come up with solutions on issues impacting them. So what will you be putting forward as Namibia stance?
Yeah. You know, Blanche, as you know, sexual violence and sexual exploitation is highly underreported, especially with the boy child, you know, and especially issues of the boy child underperformance, you know what happens within the Namibian context, within the Namibian schools, you know, the criticism that the boy child faces within a young age as early childhood development stage, you know. How do we deal with it within the Namibian context, you know? What we are trying to bring out from Namibia's side is, you know, as a boy child, we need to give psychosocial support to boys. You know, we need to be there for the boy child, but we need to also create a safe environment, a space where the boy child can come and say, "Hey, these are the issues that I'm facing. These are the issues that I'm dealing with," and within Namibia, especially, we are dealing with diverse issues. You know, as we are saying, you know, issues with economic challenges, that certain aspects. You know, we would say that in some countries the men have economic power, but within Namibian context, the underperformance causes the boy child to also have a social pressures, you know, from society and the social perception as well. So we are dealing with the social perception as well as the social structures. How do we deal with the perception of society on this is how a boy child has to act? He has to be strong. He has to provide for the family. He has to be there. He has to be the head. And all of this is placing such a burden on the boy child. And we need to understand that he also needs to breathe, you know, he also needs to speak out, and he also needs to engage and talk about his emotions as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So which obviously means that there would be a rundown within the program of the summit, particularly to tackle this, which you will be taking part in.
Exactly. There are topics like dealing with breaking gender norms and especially ideas around toxic masculinity. So there will be breakaway sessions where we'll be dealing with these issues as well as creating a safe space and a safe environment for the boy child as well as for families as well. You know, we are also dealing with issues when we talk about boy child. We're also dealing with the mild intersectional issues that are there about the parenting within the boy child. Our parents are also suffering. They're also having issues. They're also having their own burdens and challenges. How do we deal with them? How do we try and understand and understand our parents rather than saying that they are sabotaging our children's education, you know, or dreams as it is being reported? No, it's perhaps just a misplaced priority or perceptions that we are having, and we need to just come along and come to the table and bring out these issues. Yeah, so we are dealing with these different perceptions of toxic masculinity and social perception as well. Yeah.
So you will be accompanied by the officials from the Lifeline Childline. Exactly. And after the summit, after you and others have represented Namibia, put forward all these concerns and proposals in terms of dealing with the societal pressure on the boy child, what then will happen, seeing that this is actually the first time that a Namibian or Namibian officials are taking part in an initiative of this nature? Well,
Blanche, as we are meeting 60 participants from 30 countries, we are planning to take a joint action, an advocacy plan towards UN as well, towards different UN agencies like CEDAW and so on. But we are also taking this results, you know, this all that we have learned back to our countries to bring it down to the ground level, to the grassroots level. What does it mean to the individuals within the communities, to the boy child on the ground, you know, not only on the state level, but we have to bring this information and try and find the structures to work with the boy child on the grassroots so that he can learn from this, so that he can benefit from this, you know. It does not help that it's something that in Morocco, but it is for the boy child on the ground level, and we are trying to find the solutions for them as well. So the work is on the ground, but also at the international level as well.
The international platform. Well, thank you so much, Lloyd, and we wish you all the best as you will put Namibia's case forward.
Thank you very much, Blanche.
All right, then that's Lloyd Bok, who will be representing Namibia as well as his organization at the Global Boys Summit that is scheduled to take place in Casablanca, Morocco from the 6th to the 9th of June.